Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here for the best of the class. We are here to honor you today. I'm Mark Leland, and
I'm Michelle Melby, and we just want to say welcome to Lambeau Field and to the best of the class. It is always an honor to be up here to speak to all of you bright, young, amazing faces. And full disclosure, I've got a senior this year, so this year's best of the class is really like, it's just getting to me, all of the feels. I think you guys are amazing, and after having a front row seat to what my daughter went through, all of you seniors, whether you're best of the class, just this 2025 group, they're incredible. Very, very incredible.
I got a chance to talk to many of you before when you were mingling around there, and it was interesting to see and to hear where so many of you are planning to go to college. Could I get a show of hands, those going to UW-Madison?
Woo!
Yep, that's what I figured. There's a lot of Madison fans out there, you know, and whether you're going to Madison or you're going to Harvard or you're going to NWTC, the important thing is what you put into it, because this is what you've done to get here today. You put into it at your school, and what you can do at any school is what is going to become you in the future. I mean, you're going to shine no matter where you are, and it's important that you put your passion and your love and your trust into yourself, because you're the one that's going to succeed whether you're going to Madison or any other school. So good luck to all of you.
My small message to all of you this morning, obviously you guys are the best of the class, so you know how to put in the hard work, how to make tough decisions and sacrifices. My message to you this morning is just take time today especially to kind of smell the roses and to appreciate all of the hard work you put in. Like I said, you clearly know how to sacrifice, how to prioritize. Make sure that you take some time now that you've got to the finish line to just enjoy today, whether it's with friends from other schools or people that you meet here, or your colleagues that are your classmates here with you as well, or even if it's just at graduation time. Make sure and take that time to enjoy, because you certainly know how to do hard work. Make sure you enjoy the fruits of your labor.
So true. We have a few empty chairs along the side here and perhaps in the back there. If there's some parents that want to take a seat, you're more than welcome to have a seat there. We're going to have a few speakers coming up here shortly. So if there's an empty seat, it's yours for the taking. We also want to point out that we are live streaming right now on fox11online.com. You can also check it out there later in the day, I'm sure, to see what happens here today from our speakers and everything else happening.
And so what's going to happen this morning is kind of this. We're going to have this ceremony, and like Mark said, we're going to have a couple people talk to you. There is food. We're also going to be recording at 3 different locations. Those are those little snapshots that you see running throughout the summer that are the best of the class. So that's where you're getting together with your friends and doing something kind of fun that will feature you, and those will run throughout the summer. So those things are going to be happening. The ceremony, there's food, you'll have a chance to eat something, and then we want to make sure that we get you in those recordings as well.
We do want to point out there are 368 students here today being recognized for best of the class from 114 different high schools. We also want to point out social media is kind of a big deal these days,
yes.
Right? So you can post anything to social media, use the hashtag BOTC2025, also hashtag Fox11 News. And so we want to get a selfie right now with all of you. Say hello. Did I get it? All right. Post it. Post it. Be sure to post it to all the social media there.
All right, next up, we want to introduce to you Jay Zitter, the Vice President and General Manager of Fox 11 and CW14. Jay, come on up.
Thank you, guys. If you don't mind, I'd like to also take your picture just for my own records here. So you look fantastic. Thanks, everyone. So when they mentioned how many students are here and how many high schools are represented, I really wanted to give you all a round of applause. So really, on behalf of all the parents, everybody from Fox 11, we want to just salute you. Thank you. What's really special about this is that today you are all participating in the 25th anniversary of the best of the class. So I think back to 25 years ago before you were all born, and here we were. I do have glasses now that I didn't have back then, a little bit more gray hair, but the passion and enthusiasm that I have for you and the love that I have for you is the same, if not even more. So it's so great to see you all, and thank you for coming. On behalf of all of us at Fox 11, and there's many people from Fox 11 here, we want to congratulate you on your great achievements. We also want to take a moment to congratulate your teachers and your advisors, all the influencers in your life, including many parents who are sitting over here today. There's no question that you would not be here without them. So if you would, just take a moment, acknowledge all those who helped you get here today. I also want to thank the Green Bay Packers for hosting this event. It's a fantastic venue to be able to be here. I also want to thank Simon's Specialty Cheese. They help us in sponsoring this event, so we want to acknowledge them. And I want you all to know that today is one of my favorite days of the year. To have almost 400 of the brightest and hardest working young men and women from across Northeast Wisconsin is an honor for me. It inspires me, and it gives me great hope. In order for you to be here today, you have exemplified strong character traits like perseverance and discipline, ambition, resilience, adaptability, and more. These traits are what it takes to succeed not only in school, but also in life. And I encourage you to embrace these and to keep them as your firm foundation throughout your life. But as the general manager of Fox 11, there are two character traits that I value most in our leadership as well as in our staff. And if you always use them as your guiding star, I will guarantee you success and joy. And these character traits are integrity and compassion. If you firmly commit yourself to being honest and in striving to do the right things every day, you will be a light that others will be drawn to. Whether it be in your personal or professional life, integrity is so appealing that you cannot help but become a magnet that others will be attracted to. I encourage you to make it your brand. Be known for it. Make it an outrageous part of who you are. The second one is compassion. When you become someone who humbly puts yourself before others by having a serving spirit and by loving others with acts of kindness, you will become a powerful person who can change the trajectory of those that you come in contact with. There are a lot of lonely and hurting people all around us, and you can make a huge difference by living by this motto, which we've been using at Fox 11 for a couple of years now. Look around. You see a need? Help another. Lastly, as you embark on your journey, I want you to keep in mind the opportunity you have to pray. I believe we all have a spirit that desires to commune with our Creator, and prayer gives us that opportunity. For wisdom, guidance, courage, encouragement, or companionship, just think about taking some time to pray. Integrity, compassion, and prayer. I pray that each of you have success, peace, joy, and great influence. We love you, and we wish you all continued success. Thank you. Now, this morning, we are very fortunate to have two individuals who have made a profound and a very significant difference across all of Northeast Wisconsin. Our first guest graduated from high school nearly 50 years ago. He was an athlete in 3 sports, and during his senior year, he ranked 10th academically out of 357. He may very well have been here 50 years ago. After high school, he attended Colgate University, and he received his bachelor's degree in economics. While at Colgate, he played football and baseball, and ultimately became a starting defensive back. In 1983, while playing full-time in the NFL, he completed his MBA in finance, and then in 1988, earned a law degree from Georgetown University. His lists of accomplishments goes on, including having 2 Super Bowl rings, one as a player and one as chief executive with the Green Bay Packers. In 2008, he became the chief executive officer of the Green Bay Packers. Since then, the Packers have made 12 playoff trips, including a team record 8 consecutive seasons, and advanced to 5 NFC championship games. The Packers won the Super Bowl in 2011, which was the same year that the most significant renovation of Lambeau Field began, including the creation of this space that you're all sitting in today. He spearheaded the creation of the 45-acre Titletown district, providing a year-round destination site here in Green Bay. Most recently, under his leadership, Green Bay hosted the overall best draft experience in NFL history. This is a man who understands how important integrity is and how when you serve and love the community, great things happen. We are fortunate to have him in Green Bay all these years and to have him with us today, as he does officially retire from the Green Bay Packers as Chief Executive Officer in July. So please welcome President and Chief Executive Officer of the Green Bay Packers, Mark Murphy.
Jay, I think you forgot your glasses.
That's also
I need the glasses too, I'm getting old. But, well, Jay, thank you very much. I really appreciate those comments. And on behalf of everybody from the Packers organization, welcome to Lambeau Field today, and congratulations to all of you. As Jay mentioned, this is really a milestone. Congratulations, you've earned it, great job, but it's also the beginning. And, it's funny, Jay mentioned I'm about to retire, but I don't view it as an end. It's a start of something else. What's going to be, I think you have to have that attitude in life that what's the next adventure, what's the next things that you're looking forward to. And again, congratulations, though, to all of you. Just out of curiosity, all right, how many of you are Packer fans? Maybe I should go this. All right, any Bears fans? Oh, and you're willing to raise your hands? Have the Bears ever done anything for you like this? No, I lived in Chicago. Prior to coming here, I lived in the Chicago area. I was actually a Bears fan for a while, but I have learned the error in my ways with that. But no, I'll echo a lot of what Jay had to say. We're just really pleased to be able to recognize you here in person for your achievements so far in your academic careers. Jay mentioned so many of the traits that are important. As you've been hard at work the past 4 years getting ready for your next step, we're doing the same thing here at Lambeau Field with getting ready our team and getting the players ready. We're in the middle of OTAs today for the upcoming 2025 season. Our newest players, like you, just completed their school years at college, and preparing to start with a new team. And all of our current players, along with the rookies, are getting ready for the season, both physically and mentally. They're working hard to take the next steps in their careers. So like you, our team is working hard and preparing for the next season. Some of the values, and this will kind of also follow up what Jay talked about, values that we really focus on with the Packers include integrity. I think that is no question, that's a high priority. Also honesty and teamwork. That's one of the beauties. Just how many of you were student athletes or played sports? And pretty high percentage of you. And the life lessons that you learn from sports, hopefully some of you go on to play in college or play in the pros, but the lessons that you learn for participating in sports will stick with you the rest of your lives. Teamwork, working with your teammate, the hard work that you put into practice, things of that nature are really invaluable. The other, I would encourage you to use the values that Jay and I have talked about, not only in your education, but also as you go on with your careers in life. The other thing I would say, at some point your formal education will stop. But I think you should view yourselves, and I think really successful people in life view themselves as lifetime learners. And, I'm almost 70, and I try to learn something new every day. I think if you have that attitude, you're going to be able to go on and have success. The other thing I would talk about, obviously, I mentioned our football coaching, the coaches here and the football side, but there's a whole other side of the Packers that puts on events like this. In terms of, you saw it a little bit, Jay mentioned it, and thank you, by the way. I would agree that it was the best draft ever held, but you and I are a little biased. But how many of you were able to, and many of you able to attend the draft? I don't know if. Yeah, no, it was a real tribute. I think it's a good example of a whole organization coming together. Really, it was a 10-year process. When the NFL, the draft for 40 straight years was held in New York City. Really was not an event at all. They just teams called in who they're picking, and that was it. It was on TV towards the latter part of it. But the league really looked at it and said, this is something where college football and the NFL are coming together, and decided to take it on the road. And we kind of raised our hand and said, we think Green Bay, with our history and tradition and Lambeau Field, would be a pretty good place to host a draft. And took us about 8 years, but the league finally agreed. And what a great thing, and really pleased with the impact that it had on this community. Just in closing, what I'd say, encourage you. Many of you are going away to college. You're going to have great experiences, but think about possibly what do you want to do once you graduate. Think about coming back to Northeast Wisconsin, making a difference here in Green Bay. Take advantage of the great opportunities here with UWGB, NWTC, St. Norbert College. The other thing I would encourage all of you to do, if you're going to college, consider studying abroad. I had four children that all went on to college. All four of them were able to study abroad, and it was a life-changing. You'll find it's a life-changing experience. Just being able to see different cultures, and you'll come back a completely different person. So I would really encourage you to that. But once you get through your great education, please keep Northeastern Wisconsin in mind when you're looking for that next step in your career. Again, congratulations, and we wish you all the best. Thanks again.
Thank you, Mark. What was exciting for me is as I kind of looked at his introduction to think back about 50 years ago when he would have been very close, ranking 10 out of 357 students to have been here. And sometimes it's hard to not think so much about what's going to happen next weekend or tomorrow. And hey, I'm all about trying to live in the moment. But he's accomplished a heck of a lot. since he was in high school at the same age that you guys all were. So there's great opportunities, and who knows where exactly it's all going to lead for you someday. So thanks a lot, Mark. Really appreciate everything you've done here in Green Bay over the many years you've been here. Our second guest today is someone that I have had the privilege of working with since I began at WLUK-TV. She has led the Fox 11 News Division for more than 30 years. She graduated with a bachelor's degree in journalism from the University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire and has had a remarkable career in broadcasting and digital media that spans 45 years. In that time that we have been together, Julie has been instrumental in the growth and success of Fox 11 News. She has led through the launch of and establishment of Good Day Wisconsin, Fox 11 News at 9 p.m., training camp reports, Fox 11 Living, our lifestyle show, and countless other special programming. In collaboration with the Packers, she helped develop the Fox 11 Packers Family Night, covered the Packers in the Super Bowl, followed the team to London, and most recently provided the market's best coverage of the NFL Draft. She played a significant role in the station acquiring the Fox 11 Fieldhouse, which is actually located right across the street. She's participated in numerous local, state, and national elections. She led through COVID coverage, a newsroom build-out, and so much more. Countless journalists across the country owe much of their success to working with her. I say all this because she too understands the importance of integrity and compassion. She cares deeply for this community and strives to do the right thing every day. And for this, over her tenure as news director, WLUK is now considered the overall favorite news station in this market. And this week, she is retiring from WLUK, or as she puts it, she's graduating from WLUK. So please welcome Julie Beeler, News Director of Fox 11 News.
Welcome. I have a couple quick words for you. I'm sure by now you are speeched out, not only the whole week, but you have your graduation ceremonies ahead of you. And you've probably heard 5 tips for success, or everything you need in life you learned in kindergarten, or 10 words to live by. I have 1 word, so it's going to be quick. And that word is joy. Now, I'm not saying every day ahead of you is going to be joyful, but let me share a story with you, and maybe that will help. When I was your age, oh man, here she goes. When I was your age and I went away to college, I was homesick. I came from a small town, and I knew everyone in that town. And the concept one day, when I looked across campus and saw this dormitory, that my entire town could live in that dormitory, was just daunting. I was so homesick that I had to call home. Now, this was a time when long-distance phone calls were a big deal and were only made on Sunday evenings because they were expensive. And this is where you all say, okay, boomer. Anyway, during those calls home, I would cry. And my father, being a caring but frugal man, interrupted my tears and said he was going to check back with me on Wednesday. Wow, Wednesday. A Wednesday phone call. That's a lot of money. He said, Julie, on Wednesday night, I'm going to listen to you. Yes, you can cry. But before that, I want you to do me a favor. Try to find 3 good things. Tell me those 3 good things, and then I will listen. It can be what you ate. It can be what you saw on your walk to class. I interrupted him there, and I said, Daddy, it's going to rain all week. He said it could be the raindrops falling on your face and how that feels. But try to find 3 good things by Wednesday. And then you tell me those things, and then I will listen to you cry. Well, I'm not saying that my father's advice that night was the instant fix to my homesickness, but it taught me a life lesson that sometimes you're going to need to search for joy. And you're going to need to find it in some of the everyday things, like what you ate, like what you saw on the way to class, or how those raindrops feel on your face on a rainy day. You see, we need to find joy every single day. And once we find that, we can give it to others, and it can be a gift to them and then back to us, because joy works that way. It's not always easy, but when you experience joy, I encourage you to hold on to it and save it, because there's going to be another day when you can tap into that reserve of joy. So take care, good luck, and I hope that you can find that joy today and every day. So congratulations to you, members of 2025. As Jay mentioned, we have a little bit in common, because after 40 years as a journalist and 30 years as a news director, I am retiring, like Mark Murphy. And as I was going through this, there were so many lasts, like your last trig or calc class. I heard some people talking about that. For me, it was my last department head meeting. For you, it might be your last student assembly. For me, it was my last newsroom editorial meeting. It was midway through all of these lasts that I decided I was a little sad. And I heard my father's voice say, find the joy. So I decided to reimagine the word retirement. I'm now calling it graduation. And so, like you, I'm part of the class of 2025. So I wish you all the very, very best. I hope you can find joy. And when you get to be my age and you're looking back and you are retired, I hope that joy that comes to mind can be right here today. The joy you have in your success, the joy in all your parents, friends, and family have in you today. So thank you all. And here's to us, the graduates of class of 2025. Let's go!
I love that, and a great message too. I like the let's go. Anyway.
Right now, we got some stuff for you guys to do. We certainly do, don't we?
We do.
And we're going to bring up the creative genius at Fox 11.
Yes, we will.
Dan Spangler,
Dan
to explain what we're going to be doing here to showcase you all throughout the summer.
Yeah, to give you an idea of what's coming next. Come on up, Dan, and walk us through it.
Thank you, guys. Can I have a hand for Mark and Michelle, please, for hosting today? Thank you. I want to thank all of the crew from Fox 11 and CW14 as well. All of our news anchors are here, all of our production and marketing people. They are going to help us shine our lights on you because it's just about time to release you to your stations. But a couple of things real quick. You got a QR code when you walked in. I think I found one on the floor, so I have it in my pocket. There we go. Scan that. That sends you to all of our social media accounts. It links you to fox11online.com. We'll be having information on when you can see your vignettes later on this summer on Fox 11 Online, CW14, and on Fox 11. So check back in mid-June for those. And if you're posting pictures or videos today, you heard Mark and Michelle talk about the hashtag BOTC2025 or hashtag fox11online.com. All of our anchors are here. Take pictures with them. Ask Rachel Monick to do the latest TikTok dance with you. She's very good. And our 30-minute special, we are going to be recording today some information that will be part of our 30-minute special that will air in mid-June. We will have information for you on that. But we are highlighting a couple of students from the graduating class of 2025. So I want to thank Tyson Engel from De Pere, Greta Nolte from Fox Valley Lutheran, Cohen Bobolts from Manitowoc Lincoln, Cooper Campshire from Oconto, and Sophie Steinbarth from Fond du Lac for being kind of highlighted in the 30-minute special that we will see. We've put out some light snacks and refreshments for you, some lemonade, coffee, water, so you can have that as you're waiting in line to record. On the back of your certificates that you received, there is a number. That number corresponds to our recording stations. Dave is back there at number 1, Ken is at number 2 in the way back, and then Levi is over here at recording station number 3. While you're waiting in line with your group, come up with something fun and exciting to do on camera. People toss their hats, stuff like that. You can do better, I'm sure. Also, we are at legendary Lambeau Field, as you know. It is a spectacular place. The Packers have been very gracious to open up the bowl today for you to take pictures in. So after, before, while you're waiting in line, those doors over here to the back of the atrium are open for you. Go out and take some pictures in legendary Lambeau Field. With that, thank you very much for coming today. Congratulations. Line up at your stations, and thanks for being a part of the best of the class. Thank you, folks.